Coming up on TV20 News at 5, chilling temperatures hitting the mid-30s today. And tomorrow has Tallahassee shelters opening up to help people stay out of the cold.
Partner groups to try to find them housing.
Plus, the holiday blues could harm your mental health. Tips to overcome seasonal depression.
And President Joe Biden pardons his son, Hunter Biden, for tax and federal gun convictions. The announcement comes after Biden vowed for months not to pardon him.
Plus, college football was full of rivalry games this weekend, including Florida State and Florida. What teams won and what teams faced defeat.
We'll have all that and more. TV20 News at 5 starts now.
Live from Florida A&M University on the highest of 7 hills in the capital city, covering every corner of the Big Bend, this is the award-winning FAMUTV20 News.
Freeze warnings are in effect across North Florida as temperatures are expected to drop as low as 28 degrees. Thank you for tuning in to News 20 at 5. I'm Hannah Kirby.
And I'm Kaitlyn Walsh. Leon County is on a frost advisory until Wednesday. Counties currently on freeze warning include nearby Taylor and Suwannee counties. Taking a look outside, it looks beautiful, but you need a heavy jacket for sure.
You know, especially in those early mornings and late at night, so make sure you have one with you. Our Autumn Dancy is live on the quad with more on this chilly weather.
Hey Rowlers, it's Autumn here reporting live from the quad, and it does look sunny, but it's actually quite chilly right now. This is due to a blanket of cold air, Arctic air actually, moving through Canada and now moving its way through America, covering large areas of the central and eastern United States. This is definitely going to affect us here in Florida, as we'll see over the next couple days. We'll definitely see some reduced temperatures. There's also, from the National Weather Service, a freeze advisory issued tonight through tomorrow for portions of central and northeast Florida. Tallahassee temperatures are projected to drop to the 30s, bringing the potential for freezing of vegetation and pipes. Meteorologists advise that residents in these areas, including Tallahassee, prepare themselves by protecting people, plants, pets, and pipes from the impending chill. I'll share more on how this cold front could impact us here in Tallahassee and the rest of our forecast later in the show.
Homeless shelters are expecting an increase in people needing shelter as temperatures drop below freezing this week. Our Skylar Rowley is live in the studio with how the city and organizations are stepping up. Skylar?
With temperatures expected to fall into the low 30s, emergency shelters in Tallahassee are opening their doors. Organizations are working to ensure that no one has to endure the cold without a safe place to stay. Emergency shelters, including those run by Capital City Youth Services, are preparing for an influx of residents. Leon County reports nearly 200 people currently living without shelter. Many, like Raina Gomez, are relying on shelters to stay safe.
No one else that would accept us, they would have a problem with us not having a history. So we really need.
Raina Gomez's story shows how quickly life can change. For the past year and a half, she and her husband have been living on the streets. Once a successful real estate agent, Gomez says she was kicked out of her home and left with no support. Now she relies on emergency shelters like the Kearney Center to stay safe and warm. Other organizations such as the Kearney Center and Hope Community are also stepping up to help. The Kearney Center, which provides 24-hour services to individuals experiencing homelessness, is offering warm beds, meals, and connections to long-term resources. Hope Community is focused on temporary housing and support services, particularly for families. According to the National Alliances to End Homelessness, over 25,000 people in Florida experience homelessness, and freezing weather can be deadly. Gwen Vostak of Capital City Youth Services emphasizes the importance of community support during these times.
With our partner groups to try to find them housing, that's really the goal, is to help families with finding a place to stay that find themselves homeless.
With multiple shelters working to keep residents safe, the community is coming together to provide support. For more information on available resources, visit the City of Tallahassee's website. Reporting for FAMUTV20 News, I'm Skylar Rowley.
Tallahassee police are investigating a fatal crash involving a motorcyclist along West Tennessee Street and Junco Courts. The crash happened Sunday afternoon around 2:30 p.m. The motorcyclist was taken to a nearby hospital with serious injuries, and according to TPD, he later died from those injuries. All eastbound lanes on West Tennessee Street from Capitol Circle Northwest were shut down but have since been reopened. The cause of the crash is still under investigation.
Thomasville police need help identifying a person who was involved in an armed robbery. This is the suspect they are looking for. Surveillance footage shows this person aiming their gun and walking through the Green Street Food Mart located at 105 Green Street on November 26th. If you have any information about this suspect, please call 229-227-3302.
The holiday season is often described as the most wonderful time of the year, but studies show that many Americans report higher levels of stress, loneliness, and depression. Our Justin Lloyd is live with more on the holiday blues. Justin.
Thank you. The holiday season can cause a range of emotions from excitement to disappointment. I spoke with people across Tallahassee to find out why this magical time of the year is actually miserable for some. The holiday season is here, but it can be a stressful time for many. According to the American Psychological Association, 41% of adults report increased stress, and 64% of those with mental illnesses say they struggle the most during this time of year. Luis Moreno, a peer specialist at Appalachian Mental Health Center, shares insights on the causes.
Anxiety, fear, uncertainty, and a mixture of people and lots and lots of noise. People find themselves to be isolated.
To add to those overwhelming feelings, stores like Walmart and Target have already rolled out the deals for the holidays. They'll be filled with customers hunting for gifts and decorations. Malls like Governor Square here in Tallahassee can be some of the busiest places that people can find themselves at. The increasing demand from customers can cause employees to have to work more hours throughout the days. It begs the question, how do the employees navigate throughout the difficulties of this season?
Me, I work every day, being a store manager, except for I do get 1 to 2 days off sometimes, but being this time of the year, I got to find myself coming in a lot.
Diavion James is the manager for the DTLR footwear store inside of Governor Square Mall. He's worked at the mall for over 2 years and says that he and his staff experience stress.
Knowing I'm not really home with my family as much, I have a newborn, so not being home with him throughout the day as much, that's the only stress it gives me.
While increased hours can pose a challenge for James, he uses his free time to manage his stress from the holidays.
When you are off or when you are dealing with time away from the things that are stressing you, make sure you enjoy it. Make sure you try to find things that you can do in the pastime that while you're away from the stressors, you can really enjoy that time.
If you're dealing with holiday depression, WebMD recommends that you seek out time with your loved ones and try to set realistic expectations. Additionally, those in Tallahassee will have access to resources at the Appalachian Center to get them through the season. Justin Lloyd, FAMU News 20 at 5.
Florida A&M University students got their hands dirty with the Big Bend Habitat for Humanity to construct a 2-bedroom home for a semi-retired Tallahassee resident. The construction is sponsored by the global kitchen and laundry company Whirlpool Corporation and is a part of efforts to help provide homeowners with more climate-resilient and energy-efficient homes. This is one of many homes being refurbished as part of Tallahassee's beautification plan for the Greater Bond neighborhood.
The time has come again for the renowned FAMU J School Journals. This Saturday, December 7th at 12 noon, the award-winning program is making its way back to Lee Hall, showcasing the hard-working talents of students who wrote, shot, and edited their own documentaries. The films premiering are Amen, 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 Two Hills, One City, FAMU and FSU, Boys to Men, Jazz, and Race to 24.
Coming up on News 20 at 5, President Joe Biden grants full and unconditional pardon for his son Hunter Biden.
And what you should buy before tariffs make it pricier. Get a head start on holiday shopping without breaking the bank. Stay tuned. You're watching News 20 at 5.